Welcome back to the John Mendola Show here at WILK. It's 10:44. Izzi Metz, the head coach for the Wilkes University men's basketball program, with us this morning. Good morning, Coach.
Hey, John. Good morning. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Yeah, same to you. A real small commute there, the 1.3 miles over to Kings. Shouldn't be too shabby for you guys. But two big games this weekend, the University of Scranton and Marywood. And this is one of those tournaments where you can be 2-0, 1-1, or 0-2. It's anybody's matchup. Let's talk first about what you know about the University of Scranton, what they're going to bring to you today against the Colonels.
Yeah, well, and you hit it right on the head. I mean, this is a tournament where you could play really well and come out 0-2. Or obviously, split or win both. So just, four good teams, local rivalries, and, I think teams that always know each other pretty well. So it makes for fun games, especially heading into conference play. Scranton's good. They're 9-0. Obviously, the record speaks for itself. They're a very well-balanced team. I mean, they've got a couple guys up at the top that score it, but they really pass the ball well. They're as good of a passing team as we'll play all year. High octane offensively. They look to push the ball in transition, and they have good balance in terms of inside-outside scoring. And the scary thing, I guess, for them too, right, is they're pretty young. So this is a group that's, I think, going to keep getting better and better as the season and years go on.
Your bench, you got different guys that can step up at different times. You're looking for that consistency of guys. Okay, I need 4 points from you. I need 3 rebounds. I need you to dive on the floor a bunch of times. Talk about some of those bench guys coming off of your bench today for the Colonels and how they could make a difference.
Yeah, I think the thing coming into the year that we talked about was that we thought we could be a deep team, and I believe that's still true. And the bench obviously is a huge part of that, creating depth for you. And I think the nice thing is game to game, we've relied on some different guys coming off the bench, so it hasn't necessarily been a set rotation of 9 or 10 players, but we've had some guys play in certain games and have really good moments, and the best thing is they've been ready to go when their number's been called to come in the game. Usually they've produced, and we definitely need that this weekend. I mean, when you're talking about 2 games within 24 hours of each other against good opponents, depth will be a factor, I believe.
Consistently on the guys at the starters, getting them to score. What are you expecting there of guys stepping up here down the road at a different gymnasium, but taking on, as you said, an undefeated team, but you guys are just once bitten yourselves?
Yeah, I mean, we have veteran guys, John. We're at that point in our program. I've been here 5 years. We have a group of seniors that have played in a lot of big games, their freshman year all the way through this year. And so with that, there's a comfort level as a coach that you kind of know what to expect game in, game out from your upperclassmen. More importantly, they go out there and play a little more relaxed and kind of see the game as it is. They don't try to force things maybe like they would have done as freshmen or even sophomores. And with that, you get guys to have good performances. So, I mean, recently we've had Tommy Bowen, who's a senior. He's playing in the front court for us. He's had back-to-back 20-point games, and he's had double-doubles. And, I think that surprised him. Maybe in some regards it hasn't surprised the coaching staff. We've known what he's capable of doing, and I think he's starting to get comfortable in his role. Obviously, Marcus Robinson's had a stellar career here. But really just does so many more things besides score the ball. He's as good of a defender in this league as there is. He's a high assist guy for a 2-guard, and he's obviously going to put the ball in the basket. Rob Pecorelli's a good scorer. Mark Mullins is playing the best basketball of his career. He's averaging basically 18 points and 8 rebounds. So I mean, we have a lot of guys, and then Connor Evans is starting to round back into form, coming off of the injury. So there's a lot of experience, a lot of guys, I believe, that can score it and make plays for the teammates. So that's the exciting thing. I mean, I think we're still getting better as the year goes on.
All right, Coach, look forward to seeing you this afternoon down there at Kings. We wish you the best against the University of Scranton.
Thank you, John.
All right, Izzi Metz, the head coach there for Wilkes University. Hey, you want to head out, check out some great local basketball. University of Scranton and Wilkes go at it at 1. You can listen live on the John Mendola Show YouTube channel. Again, that game today between Wilkes and the U. Kings and Marywood will follow that game today at 3 o'clock. We come back, we're going to talk some high school girls basketball. Let's get you some locations. You can pick up a copy of our basketball magazine So you could do so for Scranton Prep. Want to thank the Cody Barace Foundation, Rinaldi Auto Sales located there in Taylor, Rooney Equipment for Susquehanna, Frank Sirocatch State Farm, Vincenzo's Pizzeria in West Side. Want to thank attorney Joe Blazovic in West Pittston, Straub Metal in Hanover, Dr. Todd Pacheski, Keeley's Pub, the Overbrook Restaurant. Want to thank Manuka Subaru. It's all we do. And any McCarthy Tire locations. Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Kingston, and Hazleton. Pick up a copy of the basketball magazine. We come back, we're going to talk some girls basketball. Abington Knights doing pretty good. We'll get their coach, Deanna Klingman, in here. Let's head out now to our local State Farm Insurance Agent break. Noreen Thomas, located there in Clark Summit. Like a good neighbor, Noreen Thomas is there. We'll be back in WILK.